Hello, my dear grade 9 students. Today we'll start chapter 0 revision, powers and fractions. Let's see the first example. We have operations on fractions. We have 3 over 4 minus 2 over 3 times 5 over 6. As we can see here, we have two operations, the subtraction and multiplication. As we know, order of operation PEMDAS, we start with parentheses if exist, then exponents if exist, multiplication or division, we start from left to right, addition or subtraction, or also start from left to right. Here we have subtraction and multiplication. So we have to start by the multiplication. How to multiply two fractions? If we have two fractions, let's say A over B times C over D. We multiply the numerators by each other and the denominators by each. We get A times C over B times D. So to multiply two fractions, we multiply the numerators then the denominators. But here, as we can see, we have 2 over 3 times 5 over 6. 2 over 3 times 5 over 6, as we can see, we can divide or simplify 2 and 6. And 6 from here. So divide by 2, we'll get 1 here. Divide by 2, we'll get 3. So now we have, it will be equal to 3 over 4 minus 1 times 5, numerator by numerator, we will get 5 over denominator by denominator, we get 9. Now we have subtraction. To subtract two fractions, we must have common denominator. The common denominator of 4 and 9 is 36. We multiply the first fraction up and down by 9 to get 36, and the other fraction by 4 to get 36 in the denominator. Now we have 3 times 9 is 27, minus 5 times 4, that's 20, all over 36. 27 minus 20, that's 7 over 36. Now check if we can simplify 7 and 36. We can simplify. 7 is a prime number, it's divisible only by itself. 36 is not divisible by 7, so we can't simplify. So this is the final answer. Let's have another example. In this example, we have three operations. That's the parentheses, subtraction, and division. Let's start with the parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we have the subtraction. Inside the parentheses, we have subtraction. We have 2 over 3 minus 5 over 6. So 2 over 3 minus 5 over 6, we must have a common denominator. 3, if we multiply 3 by 2, we will get 6. So the common denominator is 6. Now, this will be equal to 2 times 2 is 4 over 6 minus 5 over 6, all divided by 1 over 4. Now, 4 over 6 minus 5 over 6, 4 minus 5, we get negative 1 over 6 divided by 1 over 4. How to divide two fractions? To divide two fractions, we have to transform the division into multiplication. The divide will be times. The divide, this one, will be times, and flip the second fraction, that will be 4 over 1, it's 4. And the first one will stay 1 and 1 over 6. So now we get multiplication of two fractions, multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. Numerator by numerator is minus 4 over 6 times 1, that's 6. Now Can we simplify 4 and 6? Yes, we can divide by 2 up and down, divide here by 2, divide here by 2. We get the final answer minus 2 over 3, and this is the simplest form of simplest answer. Now, another example. Let's move this here to here. We have many operations here. Let's start with the parentheses. The first parentheses here and the other parentheses here. The first page we have subtraction. To subtract two fractions, we must have the common denominator. The common denominator of 4 and 5 is 20. So we will multiply the first fraction up and down by 5 to get 20 in the denominator. And the second fraction we multiply it by 4 up and down to get 20 in the denominator. So now we will have, this one will be equal to 3 times 5 is 15 minus 1 times 4, that's 4 over 20. This is the first parenthesis, divided by the second one, 5 and 3. The common denominator of 5 and 3 is, yes, it's 15. So multiply here by 3 and here by 5. So we will have 6 times 3 is 18 plus 2 times 5 is 10 over 5 times 3 or 3 times 5, that's 15 in the denominator. Now make the operation of the subtraction. 15 minus 4, that's 11 over 20 divided by 18 and 10, it's 28 over 15. Now we have the last operation, that's division of two fractions. So how to divide two fractions? As we said before, it's 11 over 20. The first one, say as it is. The divide will be multiplication, and we flip the second fraction, that will be 15 over 28. Now let's check if we have, since we have here multiplication, so let's check if we have some simplify, or the fractions can be simplified. 11 and 20, we can't simplify them. 11 and 28, we can't simplify them. There is no common factor between them. Now 15 and 20, both divisible by 5, so divide by 5 here, divide by 5 here, we'll get here 3 and here 4. 3 and 28 is not divisible, so the final answer will be 11 times 3. As we said before, to multiply two fractions, we have to multiply the numerators and denominators. Multiply the numerators, 11 times 3, that's 33 over 4 times 28 over 112. So this is the final answer. Yeah. It's a reducible form that we can't simplify it any more. Now let's have another example too. Part 4, we have 2 over 5 all squared minus 2 over 5. We have to start first by the exponent here. The exponent, if you have exponent and fraction, this exponent will go to 2 and to 5. We distribute this exponent in the two terms of the fraction. So now we will have 2 exponent 2 is equal to 4 over 5 exponent 2 is equal to 25 minus 2 over 5. Now we have two fractions. We have to subtract them. Subtract these two fractions, we must have common denominator. The common denominator of 25 and 5 is 25, yes. Let's multiply the second fraction by 5 up and down to get 25. So now we will have the common denominator is 25. The first one is 4 minus the second one is 10. 4 minus 10 in the numerator is negative 6 over 25. Now, can we simplify this fraction? Indeed, no, since 6 the factors of 6 are 2 and 3, and 25 is not divisible by 2 and 3. So this is the final answer, or the simplest form. Another example, we have compound fractions here. Compound fractions means that if we have two fractions above each other, and let's say example 2 over 3 over 5 over 7, this is a compound fraction. How can we solve it? It's equal to, one of the ways is 2 over 3 minus 5 over 7 divided by 5 over 7. Sorry. Two over 3 divided by 5 over 7. Or the second one, multiply 2 and 7, as you see it in grade 8, and 3 and 5. 2 and 7, multiply them, 2 times 7, that's equal to 14, over 3 and 5 is equal to 15. This one here is divide. So first, let's see what we have here. First, we have this fraction here up, and this operations down. The main fraction is this one. The main fraction is this one. So to be equal to, write the main fraction first. Now the fractions up. 8 over 5 times 1 over 3. How to multiply two fractions? Multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So get 8 times 1 is 8 over 5 times 3, that's 15. Now down, we have addition of two fractions. To add two fractions, same as the subtraction of two fractions. To add them, we must have common denominator. Like common denominator of 3 and 5 is, yes, it's 15. So multiply by 5 the first one, and the second one by 3. So we will get the denominator is 15. 1 times 5 is equal to 5, plus 1 times 3 is 3. Now 5 and 3 is 8. This is the main fraction. We may add arrows here. 8 over 15. Down 8 over 15. Now, as you can see here, we have 8 over 15 and 8 over 15. We can simply write it as 1, since let's say we have 8 over 8, the answer will be 1. Any number over itself is equal to 1 except 0, sure. So the answer here is 1. Another example, it's here. We have 2 plus 7 over 2 all over 11 over 3 squared. Let's start with the fractions above. We have 2. 2 is 2 over 1. The common denominator, multiply the first one by 2 to get 2 as a denominator. So we'll get, this is the main fraction here. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 7 all over 2. We're adding two fractions. Now down there we have to distribute the exponent 2 to 11 and 3. So we'll get 11 exponent 2 is 121 over 3 exponent 2 is equal to 9. Now we have 4 and 7 is 11 over 2 all over, this is the main fraction here, 121 over 9. How to solve this one? As we said, we multiply these two numbers and these two numbers. We will get 11 times 9 and 2 times 121. Can we simplify? Yes, we can. 11 and 121. 121 is 11 squared, as we saw there. So it's 11, and here is 1. Now 1 times 9 is 9, 2 times 11 is 22. So the final answer is 9 over 22. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.